I'm Dan here with your morning news. For our first story, we're going to a local school for their views on the solar eclipse tomorrow.
So why did the whole eclipse happen?
Okay, so you're aware that the moon goes around the Earth.
Yeah.
So what typically happens is we'll have constant sunshine coming down when the sun is completely unblocked, but every now and then the Earth and the moon are in just the right place so that the moon gets in the way of the sun. And the eclipse itself is actually the moon's shadow falling on a particular portion of the Earth, blocking out all of the sunlight. Sometimes it's the whole sun, sometimes it's only part of it.
And how often does it happen?
Partial eclipses tend to happen multiple times during a year. So because the moon's orbit isn't perfectly circular, sometimes the moon completely misses the sun in the sky. Every now and then it gets in just the right place, but it only covers a portion of it. So several times a year. But if you're talking about a total eclipse, that happens a lot more rarely, simply because you've got to have it in the right place.
And how can people stay safe while watching it?
Okay, so I say this to my students, don't stare at the sun. The problem with that is your eyes work very much like a magnifying glass. So what happens is the sun's light gets concentrated at the back of your eyes and can actually burn the back of your eyes, called the retina, and cause permanent damage. So what you need to do is use an indirect method or shield your eyes from the radiation using the correct special goggles, and they can be quite expensive to get good ones. So just use a pinhole camera which redirects the sun to a piece of paper. You can see the form of the sun slowly being covered by the moon.
And what's your opinion on the whole entire eclipse itself?
It's one of the most spectacular events that you can witness in terms of astronomy with your own two eyes and a piece of paper, and it shows you the fact that we are effectively just specks living on a giant ball of rock orbiting around a massive ball of gas with other balls of rock spinning around it. If you want proof of us being in a solar system, it's the easiest and best way to do it, and it's a great thing to watch.
Hello, and welcome to Romsey School in Hampshire, where the pupils will be telling us about their World War I history project.
As a result of the research that pupils have done over the last 2 years, the Romsey School History Club are now aiming to create a documentary film detailing the stories of the soldiers that fought in World War I from Romsey.
So what have you enjoyed most about this project?
I really have enjoyed looking into lives of soldiers who lived in Romsey, and it's just so interesting because I know people who have relatives of the soldiers, and I really enjoy it. I love history, and being a part of this big project is really good.
Oh, and what else did you do as a part of this project?
Well, we interviewed local historians, and they gave us lots of information, letters and pictures and photos and maps and stuff. And like I said, there are relatives who are in this school currently, and so we've had information from them, and we've just spoken to just people in Romsey and just got loads of information.
Okay, so to the next interview. What did you enjoy most about this project?
I've enjoyed seeing how the town of Romsey has changed in the past 100 years from when the war was on until now, and it's also been really interesting looking into the lives of the soldiers in more detail to see how they lived.
And what did you do as a part of this project?
Well, at first we were just looking into the lives of the soldiers, finding out their details and stuff like that, but now we've started to produce a documentary that will be going out in October, November time, and we've recently given a presentation at the town hall, basically showcasing all the stuff that we found.
So what did you know about the trip to Belgium?
Well, just the general knowledge, learning about all of the things that happened in World War I. Yeah, it was good.
So what did you most enjoy about the trip to Belgium?
Well, I think one of the outstanding things was actually seeing all the headstones. It was quite moving, actually, especially at Tynecott, which was the first cemetery that we went to, and seeing just masses and masses of the white headstones. And it was it's a moment I certainly won't forget.
And why did you actually want to go to Belgium?
Well, I actually lost two great uncles in the First World War, and the opportunity was given to me to go with the school. And although where my two uncles died, I didn't actually visit those particular areas, but that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to go, because it's something I have always wanted to do, and I will certainly go back again.